Hey guys, how's it going? Nick here, and today we are looking at Mezco's The Punisher as seen on the Netflix series. This is a part of the 112 Collective, Pose, Play, Display. So here is the regular standard box. All good. Yep, let's get to it. Let me bring down the camera and bring it in. Okay, so the base, you get the Punisher logo as designed for the Netflix series. It's nice. It's a nice touch. I think that it didn't need the word Punisher across it. I think that just the skull would have been fine. All right, let's take a look at Punisher himself, Frank Castle. Um, we'll go over what's plastic and what's fabric first and foremost, and get that out of the way. Plastic head, plastic vest, plastic hands, plastic boot, and plastic shoe. Okay. Uh, Basically, the shirt underneath is fabric, and the pants are fabric. And that's it. Everything else is plastic. Articulation wise, you have a joint at the bottom of the neck, shoulder, single jointed elbow, which is disappointing, uh, wrist. Probably an ab in there, but you can't bend it with this vest on. Waist is there and actually is usable. Hip is there. And double jointed knee, wrist, ankle, not at the top of the boot. Okay, let's put him down in the back and look over his accessories. Oh no, he fell. Okay, let's try that again. The puncher doesn't want to stand for anybody. He stands for justice. All right. Okay. First and foremost, let's get the hands out of the way. All right, so you got left and right of the open hand. You get left and right trigger fingers, of course. And you get left and right of just the regular. That's a fist. Oh, so there's one over there. So there's a fist on him, and then there's the holding a weapon hand. Okay. So as it goes for accessories, typically Punisher figures have like a ton of accessories. This one seems limited on the accessory area. Not the end of the world. So let's start off with the knife, which is nicely done. Nice handle, nice paint job, which goes into the back of his vest. We got a revolver, which I like. I like the flat. It's a flat black on this revolver. I think it's done well. The grip on it looks nice as well. Pistol, which we've seen many times before, also can slide, like it's been fired. And the magazine does slide out of the bottom with the bullet shown at the top. You do get a second magazine. And you get bullet effects, single bullet, and the triple bullet. And you also get a big gun, a big old minigun, which is nicely sculpted, very, very, very nicely sculpted. And the dry brushing on the silver dry brushing on it makes it look very nice. It makes it pop. So that's always cool, and it does spin. So you have this nice spinning minigun. And I do believe you could probably, let's try it out right here on camera for the first time. You can put the multi-bullet in there. So if you wanted to make it look like it was firing multi-shots. The bullet belt, I do believe it's a bullet belt, does remove. So you don't have to have it in there the entire time. So there you go. Very nicely done. So those are all the accessories, except for you get a trench coat, which I will take a look at in a minute. You get a second head. So let's look over the head sculpt, and then we'll look over the rest of the body, and we'll take a look at the jacket. Okay, so it definitely looks like the actor. I forget his name at the moment, but it definitely looks like him. Mezco knows how to beat up a character. I don't know who it is that's in charge of making an actor or making a character look beaten up, but that person definitely knows what they're doing. It doesn't look like the paint is sloppy at all. Everything looks pretty intentional. Even on the side, it looks like he's been stitched up. Like right here, like there's a gash there that's been like kind of stitched up a bit. It looks kind of dark in the middle. They know what they're doing. I like this head sculpt. I like the look of this Punisher. I like the actor that played him. So here's more of a clean cut version. Still beaten up a little bit. Still a couple scars. Not as bad. And the scars do match. So, which is good. You would hate for like one to have the scar on the side of the cheek and then the other one doesn't have it. So, I think they did. You're focusing on my hand and not on the finger. I think they did a great job with him. Like he looks very natural, very much like the actor. And if you watch the show, then you'd absolutely love this one. Okay, so the vest, even though it limits the articulation in the chest, I like the chest. I like that spray effect. Like he was spray painting it, and he spray painted this side at first, and as he went, he almost ran out of paint. Like it's just fading out. So I like the look of this logo. The vest itself is very impressive. It has even like the look of texture to it on the back. The knife goes in back here. Holster's nice. Like he definitely, I do believe like you get that look, the pull of the character from the show. So the only issue I have with this character, and then I'll get to the jacket, is the neck. And that's why I brought this up before putting on the jacket. The neck seems a little long, in my opinion. Like if you see it like from way back here, like the way that this collar is, it keeps getting pulled down. Whenever you move the neck, see how it kind of pops out, it brings it down. You get this weird, his neck just seems way too long. And I think that's just part of the mold, the way that they do their necks sometimes and the heads. That maybe if this was cut and brought down just a little bit, or the ball joint itself went deeper into the neck. It's like when you pull this off, see it's if this head went deeper into the body or deeper, or the ball joint was like higher up. I don't know exactly engineering wise how to make that look a little bit further down. I think that there's just off by a little bit. It's like that head to chin to chest thing. It's like really. Well, that's just me personally. I think that it's just a little long. So now I'm going to pause it just for a moment here, and I'm going to put the jacket on. We'll be right back. Okay, so I got the jacket on him. Took a little finagling, but it got on there. So this is what I want to show to you before and after. With the collar on and with the jacket, with the collar up and the jacket on, the neck doesn't look as bad. So the way that the black kind of closes in around his neck actually makes him look a lot, it makes the neck not look as long because there's fabric up around the neck. And I think that's the biggest difference, that once you put the jacket on him, you get a better look. I know you guys can't see that. I'll pull back a minute. So the jacket itself has wired down the front seams and in the collar, so you can kind of bend it out if you wanted to, like so. So as you see, if you're like, I'm gonna get this Punisher figure and I want to put the jacket on him, I think you're gonna be happy with him. I think you're gonna be absolutely thrilled because he looks so much better with the jacket on. And maybe that's their intention, that that they wanted to leave that room for the collar to be popped up, because they tried it with a shorter neck and it didn't look right. Sorry about that. Jet engine just turned on in my house. It's called the heater. So there you go, guys. I think he looks great this way. I'm keeping this figure. I think that keeping the jacket on him, I think, is the right course, is the right way to display him. So this style, I think it's great. If you keep the jacket off of him, you might get that long neck syndrome, and you might constantly see it, especially since I pointed it out to you guys. But you know, is he worth it? I think if you need a Punisher figure, I think this one will fill that void. I think you'll be happy with this one in your collection. The likeness to the actor is spot on. Will he mix with your comic style looking figures? So. I don't think he's going to be that jarring due to the fact that Mezco does make a lot of their comic book characters look lifelike. So I think he will mix well with them. If you want more accessories, he's not the one for you. There are plenty of other characters out there that they sell that will have all the guns. So if you wanted him with, say, a Uzi, I'm sure there's another character you will be picking up that could give you could just move the guns over. They also are third parties out there that do sell guns. So there you go, guys. Definitely worth the price for this figure, and I think he'd probably be the cheapest one out there of the Punisher figures that they've released to be found. So yeah, there you go, guys. The Punisher from Netflix. Go grab them. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll check you later.